Loot boxes are a form of in-game monetization which include a chance-based mechanism. You purchase a loot box, open it up, and receive a random virtual item. This is often something cosmetic, which may change the appearance of your character or some other visual element of the game. Loot boxes have been the subject of regulatory and press attention, particularly over the last 5 years. But what exactly is the legal status of loot boxes in the UK, and what is the outlook for them this year? Currently, loot boxes exist largely outside of gambling legislation, so long as the prize element of the loot box cannot be cashed out or otherwise legitimately extracted from the game's ecosystem. This is even the case where a games company prohibits the behaviour in its terms of service, where users find ways to evade such prohibitions. These are commonly referred to as games with illicit secondary markets. The Gambling Commission set this out in its position paper in 2017, and this has remained the case ever since. However, the loot box discussion has returned in the UK, with the government announcing a call for evidence at the end of 2020, which asked for opinions on the chance mechanism. Everyone from industry stakeholders, academics, and the general public was invited to give their input. The response was strong, with over 30,000 replies received. It's unknown at this stage exactly what recommendations the government will make off the back of its findings, but many industry stakeholders will hope that loot boxes are not included as part of the review of the Gambling Act. The government's proposals on the Gambling Act are expected this spring, although they have already been pushed back multiple times. At this stage, we expect it's more likely that the government will make recommendations on a consumer protection basis. For example, they may suggest a review of the existing guidance around in-game purchases. Once the government's plans have been announced, we will be sure to provide a further update about the recommendations and their impact. In the interim, games companies should consider whether their loot boxes are in step with current consumer and gambling laws, and consider how legal changes may impact their development roadmap.